Christine from Pack Hacker. In this video, we're taking a look at the Trakke Arkaig Backpack, which I've been testing for 2 weeks. Let's dive in. So if you know anything about the brand Trakke, you will not be surprised to hear that this 12-liter bag is made with a dry finish waxed canvas. It definitely gives it a very heritage feel to it, and it's really soft and such. That is supposed to make it weatherproof, but of course weatherproofing is only as good as you keeping up with reproofing it every like 9 to 12 months, because otherwise it sort of loses that weatherproof coating or whatnot. You have to reapply it. That's what I'm trying to say here. Also, if it really gets soaked, it will take a long time to dry. So, all of that said, this is a great everyday bag because it is just sort of weatherproof but looks really nice and heritage. We've got the logo here, which is on like a little hook and loop fastener patch. I personally just like leaving it on, but maybe you have one that you like better and want to swap out. We have these cool Cobra buckles, which of course I'm gonna say I had no issue with them, but and then they get stuck. But they sort of hold this front flap down, and then you can adjust it looser or tighter depending on how much you're carrying in here, and they pretty much stay exactly where you put them, which is really nice. There is a YKK zipper here with another Trakke signature, which are these ring pulls. It's got a little bit of AquaGuard finish there for weather protection, which is great. And then we just have this polyester webbing handle, which isn't so much for carrying it around, but it is really nice for putting it on a hook. I can talk today. And it stays up nicely, and it's just a nice feature to have there. So this bag does have a really simple harness system. We have very broad yet thin shoulder straps. They have a little breathable mesh back here, but I have to say, so the broadness really helps sort of support the weight, but like if I were to take off this jacket and I have just a sundress on, when you do have a little bit of bare skin, it can dig into your arms a little bit. It's not even like uncomfortable, it's just there. So something to keep in mind. It does adjust with these stainless steel adjusters, which stays in place really great. And then there's built-in strap keepers, but they sort of only go there, so I still have dangling. Like on the front, there are these D-rings where you could hang things, or it just sort of gives you something to grab when you want to adjust. And that's it. There's no back panel padding, there's no back panel breathable mesh or anything like that. So you're gonna feel what you put inside. So your comfort level will sort of depend on how you're packing it. So like I said, this pack definitely has a very heritage feel that I really liked. This is the port colorway, and they have several other sort of earthy toned colorways available as of right now. Things change obviously, but it definitely goes well with more casual clothing. Obviously, I'm not sure I'd put this with a suit or whatever. It definitely has more of a daily use, business casual to just casual vibe going on. Like I said, it's definitely more comfortable if you have your shoulders covered, but it's not uncomfortable. Otherwise, it's just you can feel it more. I felt it mostly when I had packed it out with like 6 different books to go back to the library, and then I was bike riding, and then I could really feel things sort of like pressing into my back and pulling on my shoulders. But in daily use, as a daily driver, I never had any issue and really found it fairly comfortable. So, as for secondary compartments, you have a few to choose from. For quick grab items, we have this front pocket, which is accessible through this AquaGuard YKK zipper. It's very easy to open, and then also like when you have the bag on your right shoulder, you can swing it around and then see it inside like that because, see it inside like that because it is so vertical. And so we've got this nice bright orange, it's called Trakke Orange liner, and it makes it just really easy to see inside and get your gear. It's just an open space though, and because it opens sideways, like they have this key leash, which you could use obviously for keys, but I've also hooked my AirPods to because anything little could fall out when you open it if you didn't keep it horizontal, which most of the time I did not. So everything else little I put like in little pouches of their own. So I've got some toiletries there. I do have like a pill bottle back here, which never really fell out because I sort of shoved it down on the other side so it wouldn't have any issues. And you know, you can just sort of use this for like quick grab gear. You could stick your phone and wallet in there if you prefer. It's just a hold all for whatever it is you want to get at regularly. Next we have, there's a giant slip pocket here on the front, which is really probably best for like small notebooks and whatnot, but if you're like me and you really like to carry a water bottle, it does also work out to carry a water bottle in there. You are going to be sharing capacity with the main compartment and the front compartment, but then you can loosen up these front straps and flip the top over and still manage to buckle it up just fine. And then you can have your hydration like that. So it does, you know, affect some of the look some, but it gives you an option if that's what you want to carry, because there are no side water bottle pockets on here. So that contributes to the nice sleek nature of it, but not necessarily to the usefulness if you're like me and you need to carry your water bottle everywhere. So if you are finding this video helpful, go ahead and take a moment to click like and subscribe so we can keep bringing you content like this to help you travel smarter. Now, let's get into the main compartment. Again, the only thing covering it and what you do need to open to get into the main compartment are these Cobra buckles. So you just click. They're so satisfying. I don't know. They're really nice, heavy metal. Obviously, you know, maybe this isn't great if you're really watching how much your bag weighs, but as for, you know, satisfying clicks and whatnot, I like it. Again, we have the Trakke Orange liner. It's the same waxed canvas as the exterior, it's just a different color so that you can see everything inside, which is nice. And then across, so this is against the front panel here, we have a really large drop pocket, and it's just open space. I've got my wallet and sunglasses in here, but like if this is your daily driver and you didn't want to bring an extra tech kit, you could just put all your tech items in there as well. Either way, and then if you don't use it, a lot of times I wasn't using it because I would just use the front pocket and I didn't really have anything to put in there. It just lays really nice and flat against the front of the bag. So it's nice, that's nice because everything, like I said, shares capacity. So you can sort of pick and choose. I mean, I really never had a problem overloading this bag. There was always plenty of space, but if you do pack a lot in here, you have options as to what works best for you, where you want to put things. Then against the back panel here, we have a padded laptop sleeve for, this is a 13-inch MacBook Air, but you can fit up to a 14-inch MacBook Pro in there. I'm not sure about PCs, it's not super wide, but anywho, it's a little bit suspended off the bottom for protection, lightly padded. There's no topper there, and there's no topper on this main compartment, so, you know, don't go tossing it around like a 10-year-old. But I never really had any issue with things falling out or anything. I just feel that this is definitely best as a daily driver because this is so nice and easily accessible, as opposed to like if you wanted to slide it under the seat in front of you on the plane. You may be concerned, especially if there's turbulence, about things falling out the ends. I never had that happen. I never had any issue with that, but it's just something to keep in mind and something I know my anxious mind would worry about. So keep that in mind. But then we have like tons of extra space. I've got like a lunch cooler here. I've got my glasses case. I've got another tech kit. And so there's just like lots of space to fill here. And because of the structure of the wax canvas material, it's really easy to pack every day. This is not one that I ever struggled to pack daily, which I love. And I had no issues with that. I really enjoy the nice structured look. And then also the fact that if I wasn't carrying my lunch one day, I could like cinch it down and make it like thinner and whatnot. And then it just looked a little nicer. So if you are looking for a sort of heritage everyday carry bag, this might be great for you. If you want something for travel and having an open top would make you anxious as you lay it down, maybe save this for everyday use instead. So there you have it, the Trakke Arkaig Backpack. Thanks for keeping it here at Pack Hacker, your guide to smarter travel. We'll see you in the next one.